the true meaning of Dharma protection. We're going to talk about a word today, Hufa. When you first hear these two words, you might think they sound very serious and impressive, but their true meaning might be very different from what you and I imagine. Before we start, I'd like to ask everyone to think about this. In today's highly developed internet age, when you hear Hufa, what's the first image that pops into your head? What do you think it means? Do you immediately think of sharing videos, reposting articles, or typing a few words of support online? It's so easy for us to think that this is what Hufa is. But the point we want to discuss today is to shift the focus back to a more fundamental place. Back to yourself. True Hufa must start with your own actions. This brings us to our first key point today, a super common misunderstanding. We often confuse the desire to practice Hufa with the actions of actually doing it. But honestly, these two things are worlds apart. Look at the sentence on the screen. It's very direct, isn't it? It's not about making a video or typing a few words. It's not like that. This statement gets straight to the heart of the misunderstandings we just talked about. So you see, the difference is right here. If you only stay at the level of thinking, it's just a thought, a wish. But true Hufa is a commitment that you have to personally act on and invest in. So the question is, if just thinking about it without acting doesn't count as true Hufa, then what does? What does true Hufa actually involve? Here, a very clear stop with 3 steps is proposed. 1. Having. This means the teachings of Buddhism must first enter your heart and become a part of you. 2. Hold. Once you have them, you must actively abide by and guard them in your daily life. 3. Transmit. When you have accomplished the first 2 steps, transmitting will naturally happen. Only then can you pass on what you have truly lived out to others. Let's take a special look at the second step, hold. It's not an abstract concept. It refers to very specific actions. For example, you make up your mind to practice the 10 virtuous deeds, striving to do good in your actions, speeches, and thoughts. And this isn't a one-time thing. It's a continuous, daily practice. Why do we keep emphasizing this personal practice? Because when you truly start to do this, the power generated by your Hufa mind is truly immense, beyond your imagination. The next sentence is quite shocking. How great is the power of a mind that truly practices Hufa? It's so great that it can even resolve the most serious of negative karmas in Buddhism, the so-called 5 grave offenses. See how incredible this power is. But hold on, don't get too excited just yet. There's a very, very important reminder here. Just knowing a lot of principles is absolutely not enough. Knowledge itself does not automatically become your protective shield. The story of Devadatas in the Buddhist scriptures is a prime example of this. Was he learned? Extremely. He probably knew more principles than anyone else, but he didn't truly act on them. Instead, he committed grave offenses. In the end, his own karma was so strong that he couldn't even say the word Buddha. You see, this is the consequence of having knowledge without practice. So you see, this creates a very sharp contrast. We can truly ask ourselves, are my actions really for the benefit of the Dharma Hufa? Or am I actually protecting the interests of my own afflictions, a demon? Think about it. When your afflictions tell you to do something, and you obediently do it, who are you really protecting? Hearing this, you might feel that the standard is too high and seems difficult to achieve. Don't worry, really? This isn't asking you to achieve great things overnight. The true start only requires you to begin with a small, achievable detail. The keyword here is practicality. Don't think about great goals that you can't possibly achieve right now. That will only lead to frustration. True power comes from starting with what's within your reach. So where's the starting point? It's very simple. Find just one point, one detail from the Dharma that resonates deeply with you, one that you truly sense the benefits of. And then make up your mind to say, okay, I'll start by practicing this one small thing first. To awaken one detail and then practice it, that counts as the Hufa mind. Doesn't this sentence give us great encouragement and strength? It turns out that even the smallest, most genuine action can be a true and powerful act of Hufa. So the key to true Hufa isn't about making a grand gesture, but whether you are willing to start with a small, personal, and sincere action. Finally, the question for us all to ponder is, what would be the first detail of the Dharma you are willing to start holding and practicing?